Okay, are we ready, guys? All right, good to have you all. All right, awesome. Let's go. All right, awesome. Okay, I just want to able that we interact. Okay, we have to communicate here. It will be very, very crucial. All right. All right, awesome. So let's just proceed. So what I will be doing, okay, as usual, I think most of you know the format. I'm going to just give to you a presentation pertaining to the crypto market, okay? And I think today I'm going to cover some important stuff. I'm also going to probably give you a future outlook, okay? What should you be looking for when come to some of the important assets, okay? And I think today probably will add a significant value if you understand what is going to happen, or probably you will start to stack up certain asset that is going to really set your life free, okay, in the near future. I'm talking about just within the next 2 to 3 years, okay, just within the next 2 to 3 years, something powerful can happen within your life, right? So this is going to be, I think it's going to be brilliant. So let me just go through, share with you, and also explain to you the scene strategy, how the scene strategy works, and also some of the important recommendation, okay, that you can actually apply at this moment of time, because the market is really volatile. At this moment, the market is volatile. We just had the Fed, okay, the Fed have just raised the interest rate by 25 basis points. So within the next 1 to 2 weeks, okay, we're going to see a lot of volatility in the market itself, okay. People are already predicting that the stock market is going to collapse. All right, so we are actually going to see these things happen before our eyes, okay. So economically, things are really volatile, things are really uncertain. So you have to be prepared at this moment of time. So we're going to give you some recommendation. So that is really important. And then we're going to quickly get into the scene strategy. And thereafter, I'm going to explain to you the JD100X leverage, where if you are really interested, you can actually take leverage on that, right? So please understand, the JD100X leverage is only, okay, we are only giving you the opportunity because you are part of JD10X and also JD winner. So anyone who is part of my scene strategy, you have the opportunity, okay, to be part of JD100X, because we don't offer this opportunity to anyone, okay? So this is basically something special. So please take note of that. All right, now let's just move on very, very quickly. Okay, Andy, can you confirm if you can see my slide?
Yes, Ken.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, first of all, I would like to say, greetings to each and every one of you. It is truly a blessing, all right, to be able to come on board every single week, especially on Tuesday. Okay, this is the fixed day that we have, 7 p.m. Singapore time. Okay, my name is Dr. John David. You can actually call me JD. Okay, Dr. JD. I'm residing in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Okay, I just want you to know who we are, who are the people behind the scene strategy. I have with me our admin here. Okay, we have Andy, who is actually communicating here with me. Andy is taking care of the JD100X leverage. So when you send your email, he's the one that is communicating with you. Then I do have Aberis. I think people call him Aberis because his username in the Telegram is Aberis. Aberis is taking care of JD winner and also JD10X together. Okay, so you will be seeing him replying to many of you. Okay, and also we have Chris. Chris is Aberis is from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. We have Chris, who is actually a Fijian residing in Papua New Guinea, Oceania, right? So he's basically taking care of the JD10X, and also, okay, vice versa, okay, both of them are also basically taking care of JD winner and JD10X. So these are the people behind the admin, okay, that are taking care. And please understand, guys, that we don't communicate directly with any one of you. So don't send any private messages to us. We will never reply you. All right, because our policy is very simple. We only communicate in the group. All right, this is to prevent, okay, this is to prevent confusion, whether is this John David or is this JD winner who is communicating with you. Most of those direct messages you receive are from the scammers. So please be very careful, okay, not to entertain those imposters imposting as John David or imposting as JD winner and so on. So please be very careful, because I will never reach out to you directly to offer you any program. I don't have to do so, okay? I don't have to do so. I don't have the need to do so. All right, so please be very careful, okay? All right, now let's move on. The first thing I want to cover is to give you the crypto market, okay, macro and micro hypothesis, just very quickly, okay, to show you what has happened throughout the week, okay, what has happened throughout the week and how you can be prepared, okay, for the volatility, for the uncertainties that is taking place. And I want to cover a little bit on the Bitcoin price so that those of you will understand, okay, when will be the all-time high and when do you want to actually cancel your sink and wait for the market to bottom and then you want to sink once again and so on. So this is the reason why this AMA is so significant, okay, because from this AMA session, it can actually gives you a lot of highlights into the market so that you can be better prepared to face the uncertainties that is going to take place, okay. Now, first thing, okay, before I move on, there are two terms here that I really want you to understand, and I want to explain to you a few things here. One is FOMO, okay, FOMO is FOMO. FOMO is what we call as fear of missing out. Now, this is a very common term that we use in the crypto space, okay. So we have FOMO and then we have FUD. FUD is the fear, uncertainty, and doubts. Now, these are the two, okay, these are the two acronyms, okay, that actually are controlling the crypto market itself. All right. Now, for example, right, what you are seeing now is that Bitcoin price is currently, okay, already moving above 42,000. Now, when Bitcoin price move above 42,000, now people are feeling FOMO. They're feeling they're going to fear. They are already fear of missing out. So now, when the people starts to feel, okay, fear of missing out, what do you think they will be doing? Now they will start to go and buy. You see, when Bitcoin price is low at 30,000, at 20,000, no one bothers because they are thinking Bitcoin will drop even further. But when Bitcoin price suddenly move upside, now they start to feel that they're going to miss. All right. So this is what we call FOMO. And these are most of the people who are actually pushing the price up because they keep buying Bitcoin and accumulating Bitcoin at this time. All right. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. Now, on the other hand, we have the FUD. The FUD, on the other hand, is where the fear, uncertainty, and doubts. Now, these are basically narrative, okay, narrative of the market. So when people begin to listen to the news, when they listen to the media, now please understand, a lot of the information from the media are basically very, very biased. So you have to be very careful. Okay, so the media are basically media broadcasting certain kind of information to create fear, uncertainty, and doubts, so that those people who are holding Bitcoin or holding certain asset will sell those assets, and then the institutionalized players will start to buy those Bitcoin at a cheaper price. Okay, so now when people are having fear, okay, when people are having fear of missing out, okay, FOMO, what happens is that you will see the market starts to uptrend. They are pushing the price of Bitcoin up, and then we have when there is negative narration in the market, okay, people start to feel fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So what do? They go and sell those asset that they are holding, and this is where you start to see downtrend taking place. Okay, so now these are normal. Okay, these are normal behaviors that you're going to see taking place in the crypto market. So I've been in the crypto industry since 2014, and I have seen all this behavior taking place. Okay, so some people they feel fear. Some people they feel sad. Okay, some people they just feel depressed. Okay, because they bought the Bitcoin at 60,000. Now Bitcoin is 40,000. They are still holding on to Bitcoin, waiting for Bitcoin to break the 60,000 and so on. Okay, so these are basically just to help you to understand. So now, so this is where we have the term called HODL, H-O-D-L. Okay, so most people who are FOMO, okay, they are basically going to start to HODL. Now, more people start to HODL, they are going to start to push the price up. All right, and these are basically, okay, that's the reason why those of you who are trading with me, I always tell you, okay, that 80 to 90% of crypto market is driven by behavior, not technical analysis. All right, because Bitcoin doesn't respect any technical analysis. Bitcoin basically moves because of the behavior of those who are hodling, okay, those who are hodling a Bitcoin. Okay, so please understand that. So these are two important terms that I want you to understand, okay, because these are the two important acronyms or two important terms that is actually moving the market either the market moving the market either upward or moving the market either downward. Okay, so this is important. Now, we have seen, okay, last week as I began to update you, right? So I just want to give you an update, very important update here, that Fed has already raised the interest rate by 25 basis points. Now, this is, I will say, okay, since 2008, this is basically the first time ever we are seeing Federal Reserve actually revising the interest rate and actually raise the interest rate. Now, certain things that I want you to understand, okay, please take note, because when the Federal Reserve raise the interest rate, all right, we're going to see, okay, on both sides, either the fiat, which is the US dollar, US currency going to get strengthened, or we're going to see Bitcoin getting weakened. Okay, so either one, okay, we're going to see that. Now, the Federal Open Market Committee, we call this as a FOMC, concluded its two-day meeting on March 15 and 16 by raising the federal funds rate target range by 25 basis points to a range of 0.25 to 0.5%. Now, this is the first, okay, this is the first Fed rate hike since the end of 2018. Sorry, it's not 2008, it's 2018, all right? Now, please understand, all right, this is very important. There are 6 more FOMC meetings coming up, and we're going to see another 6 interest rate hike. So this year, okay, we're going to see another 6 more. So what will be the basis point? We don't know. So if Fed is going to keep increasing the interest rate, that simply means they are going to control the outflow of money. So that they're going to control the printing, okay, the printing of money. Now, if Federal Reserve is going to now stop printing money, that simply means they're going to strengthen the US dollar. So now, please understand, if US dollar is going to get strengthened, then we're going to see the asset class, okay, a crypto asset class such as Bitcoin and so on will start to go on the opposite direction. All right. So I want you just to begin to think about this, this activity, okay, or this action that is taken by the Federal Reserve, because this is going to be important. The reason being is because of the inflation. All right. This is because of the inflation, they have to do something to control the inflationary situation of the market. Remember, guys, US dollar or the fiat currency is inflationary. Bitcoin is deflationary, because Bitcoin is a fixed supply, 21 million only ever can exist. But in terms of US dollar, it is not a fixed supply. They can keep printing money again and again whenever they like. All right, there are trillions of dollars. There are close to $9 trillion are actually circulating in the market. So this is the reason why we are seeing inflationary. So the only way to hedge against inflationary is for you to hold crypto assets, okay, such as Bitcoin, for example, because Bitcoin is deflationary in nature. All right, please understand that. Now, the Federal Reserve has 2 jobs. They have to keep the prices stable and they have to maximize the employment. That's the reason why I share with you the CPI index, okay, few weeks back, help you to understand, okay, because the consumer price index is a very important KPI, okay, to maneuver the market. And these are basically numbers that are used by the Federal Reserve in order to actually gauge the situation of the economy. Now, given the strong US job market, especially as the pandemic slowly resides from headlines, the Fed is now turning its attention towards bringing down the inflation. Okay, can you see that? So this is the key things. Okay, so if they can bring down inflation, they can actually improve the consumer price index. They can even improve the spending. They can even improve, okay, the US dollar. So this is I will say, okay, the devil that we are fighting. If you guys are in crypto, if you are an advocate of Bitcoin, example, this is going to be the devil that you are fighting. All right. So I hope you understand that. Now, these are some information that I really need to share with you, especially if you are part of JD Winner and JD 10X, because I want you to understand what is really happening from the macro perspective of the market. Okay, and I hope you are blessed. Okay, if you are here today and you are blessed with such content that we are sharing here, probably you want to share something or you want to not put up something there in the chat room. Okay, I think that will be really, really awesome to hear your compliments, to hear your thoughts about what we are sharing here today. Now, Now, just to bring you back, okay, just to bring you back on the market perspective itself, right? I told you last week, okay, this is the information I gave you last week, right? And I told you last week that Bitcoin has been basically testing the 39K range. Am I right? So I told you that, you see, please understand the nature of the crypto, right? Every time Bitcoin testing 39, testing 39, testing 39, and this last week alone, I've seen Bitcoin testing the 39 range and close to 40 range at least 4 or 5 times. Now, when Bitcoin, okay, or when crypto assets starts to test this range again and again, it's going to break. So that's the reason why we saw the range break today. All right, we saw the range break today, and currently we are trading close to about $43,000. Can you just imagine that? That is just like about $3,000 above the base price, okay, or the rejected price that I'm mentioning to you. So we are predicting things, and by God's grace, okay, the predictions are coming to pass. Okay, the predictions are coming to pass. Now, I mentioned to the team that if Bitcoin can actually remain above 42K, all right, listen to me very well. If Bitcoin can remain above 42K, then we're going to probably see Bitcoin moving closer to $45,000. Now, if Bitcoin can actually break the 45,000, we can go probably up to $51,000. All right, now, please listen. Once he hit the $51,000, we might actually see a bigger, massive correction. We could even see Bitcoin coming down to $30,000 or $25,000 as I actually predicted last month to fill up the CME gap, which is at the $25,000. So now, if you are doing sync strategy, right? So where will be the all-time high? You might want to wait up to $50,000, and then you might want to cancel your sync and put your sync into one shot, and then wait for the market to come down, and then you might want to sync at the bottom. All right. Now, please understand. Okay, I'm just sharing with you certain information here, and this may not be something that I can guarantee. Okay, please understand that. I'm just sharing with you based on what is really happening in the marketplace here, so that you at least have some idea, okay, where the market is actually moving. All right, so this is important. So I'm not giving you guarantee that it will happen, but I am looking based on the analysis. I can roughly see where the market is actually moving. Now, let me just quickly bring you into the market chart. Okay, let's just look a little bit here. Okay, so I have here which is actually a monthly. Okay, this is a monthly chart over here. Now, on the monthly, okay, we can see basically this candle here is already weakening. All right, the monthly candle here is already weakening, and this candle is actually already pushing upward. Okay, we are already seeing the pressure. So what do I mean is this, is that the buyers are coming in. The buyers are coming in and actually liquidating the sellers. So that's what we are seeing on the monthly. But the only thing that I am uncertain here is the volume. All right, the monthly volume is insufficient. So the volume is coming down. The volume is coming down. Okay, so this is one thing that if you are actually watching the market, you need to understand. So we don't have enough volume at this moment to push the price up. Although there are buyers that are coming in, and I believe this could be whales. The whales are actually basically accumulating Bitcoin at this moment. Correct? Now, some of you will be asking why Bitcoin is so important, why we focus on Bitcoin. Because 90% of the alternate coins are correlated with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin price goes up, all the alternate coins goes up. Look at what happened today. Most of the alternate coins are up, right? And you can see there are more profit coming in from the board because most of the alternate coins are up. All right, now, if we go for the weekly, all right, if we look into the weekly, we have a nice uptrend here, right? Nice uptrend here. But please understand the volume just started because today is just Tuesday. All right, and in New York, it's basically Tuesday morning. All right, so we have just started, but we have a nice weekly candle here. There is no tail. It's a strong uptrend, a very nice uptrend here. Right now, can we confirm anything here? We can't really confirm much unless we wait for next week candle. All right, and also we need to make sure that Bitcoin actually holds above 42 or 43,000, and if Bitcoin can hold there, I think we got a huge chance for the price to actually break further up. All right, then if you look on the daily, okay, these are the daily. So on the daily basis, we are actually seeing the same thing. This is today's data. So you can see yesterday, okay, yesterday there was a weakness here, and actually Bitcoin, the buyers came in and pushed the price up all the way. And today we have a nice green candle over here. So I expect probably, okay, we can actually see another green candle here coming up tomorrow. All right. So let's just wait and see what happened here. But I'm just giving you quickly my perspective of the market. And you can see that there is no technical analysis because we teach you how to read, okay, the price action, how to understand, how to read the candle so that you understand the market direction and where the market is actually moving. All right. So this is important. Now, if we go quickly and look into 4 hours, all right, we have a nice 4-hour candles here because today we saw market starts to begin to push up, all right? Now, but if you look into the volume, okay, the volume wise of it is not really encouraging in terms of the 4 hours, okay? So we need to wait. We need to wait, okay, for the market to close, and we need to look at the next 4-hour candle to determine where this market will be moving, or probably we could actually see some correction taking place, okay, later, okay, I will say probably later because this is currently morning New York time. We wait for probably 9:30 New York time where the stock market opens, and probably we can see. So you can see now it's about 7:30 in the morning UTC, okay, 7:30 in the morning. So we got another 2 or 3 hours to wait for the stock market to open, and then we will see where the direction of the market is. All right. So this is just to give you some idea, okay, where the market is, where are we moving towards, and so on. So I believe, okay, those of you who are doing the scene strategy, you are already starting to see the alternate coins are already moving, which is very good because few weeks back we see the altcoin is actually not really moving much. There was not much profit taking, but when the altcoin starts to become volatile, that is what we really need. We need the momentum. So when we have the momentum, we start to see the board is actually now generating more profit. Okay, so I hope you guys are okay there. Okay, I hope you are learning something here. I hope, all right. I hope this is really giving you some kind of assurance, giving you some kind of hope that the market is actually recovering. But at the same time, we have to be very careful because of the Federal Reserve directions and so on. Okay, so please take note of that. All right, so that's basically just to give you an update. So last week I mentioned we can go up to 42. It really happened. Okay, so you can see that we already break the 42. I'm just expecting Bitcoin to remain above 42. All right, if Bitcoin can remain above 42, I think you're going to huge chance. But let me tell you something. If Bitcoin breaks 45,000, that is it. We're going to see a bull. Okay, we're going to see market become a little bit more bullish. All the way, probably it will test around 50 to 51,000, which I'm expecting that to happen. Okay, so please understand there is no timeline because we are trading in the real market. There's no timeline. Anything can happen at any time. All right, so please take note of that. Now, the other thing that I really want to also highlight to you is this. Okay, now please understand that all the gas and the oil in the world, okay, is currently traded under what we call a petrodollar. All right, so now this is a huge news, okay, that I want you to be really ready because this is really going to impact, okay, the dollar dominance. All right, the dollar dominance. So what am I really trying to tell you is this, okay? But before I go into the big news here, let me explain to you what is a petrodollar. Now, a petrodollars are dollars paid to oil producing country for oil. That is it. Can you see that? So this is how things has been happening since 1970, all right? The emergence of the petrodollar dates back to the early 1970s. 1970s is where there was what we call a Bretton Woods Agreement. Okay, Bretton Woods Agreement, when the US reached the agreement with Saudi Arabia to standardize the sale of oil based on the US dollar. Now look at it, okay? This is one of the reasons why US dollar is having a stronger dominance compared to all the other currency in the world, because all the sales, okay, or all the transactions of oil has to actually happen with dollars. All right, so this is what is actually strengthening, or this is the reason why US dollar is so powerful. Now, petrodollar recycling creates demand for US assets when dollars received from oil sales are used to buy investment in the United States. Now, recycling of the petrodollar is beneficial to the greenback because it promotes non-inflationary growth. So you can see, okay, they actually back the dollar with oil assets or gas, okay? So that's the reason why the dollar is actually strengthening, because of the oil, okay? So please understand. Now, a move away from petrodollars could potentially increase borrowing costs for government, companies, and consumer if sources of money become scarce. All right, now, what is really happening now is this, all right? What is really happening now? The US dollar dominance is going to be shaken. Why? Why did I say that? Because we are now hearing the latest news, all right? The latest news, all right? Whereby we're going to see, okay? We're going to see oil deal company, they are looking at how to ditch the dollar, all right? They're going to ditch the dollar, and we already have, okay? We already have China, okay? Remember, China already introduced their digital yuan. So we are starting to see, okay, because there is a report of Saudi oil deal price in China, currency could signal unease with reliance on the US dollar, according to an economist. A potential deal in yuan is a sign that the world is looking for some counterweight to the US dollar. So can you see that? Now, please understand, if, okay, if those countries were dealing with US dollar, now they are worried if anything goes wrong and they're going to be sanctioned as Russia. So if they are going to be sanctioned and they are dealing everything in US dollar, that is going to put a lot of this country into trouble. All right. So, and because of that, so you can see Saudi Arabia is now already negotiating and actually working with China. And we might actually have what we call a petro yuan very, very soon. Now, this is going to ditch the dollar dominance. This is going to cause the dollar to actually collapse. All right. Now, please understand, every 100 years, okay, every 100 years, the dominance of currency actually changes from one country to another country. All right, so we already about 70 to 80 years, okay, using dollar dominance. So now this is going to be a huge, okay, a huge wake-up call for the US. So that is the reason why US Federal Reserve and so on are doing their very best how to strengthen their US dollar and how to protect certain countries whereby they are dealing oil with. So we are already seeing, okay, these things are already taking place. So please be very, very attentive to what is really happening in the market. These are the macro perspective. Now, is this a good news for cryptocurrency? I believe so, because if US dollar is going to weaken, all right, so we are not really sure how the petro yuan, but you can see, okay, digital yuan already spreading their wings around the world. So digital yuan is already becoming the dominant digital currency in China. That's why China has moved all the other exchanges. They even move all the minings and so on, because they are basically perpetuating digital yuan. All right. And their agenda is that digital yuan is not only to be used in China, but digital yuan also will be used in other parts of the world. All right. So this is probably the future of the de-dollarization that is going to take place, and this is going to actually put a lot of pressure on US, because the confidence levels, the assurance in US is no longer there. All right, and that's the reason why a lot of investors, a lot of countries are trying to move away their reliance, okay, with US. Okay, so please take note of this information. Okay, I hope you guys are blessed. Okay, no one else has this information. These are probably some secret intelligence, okay, that you need to understand, that we want to help you to understand, so that you get this macro perspective of what is happening in the market. Okay, so I hope you are blessed there. Now, let me just quickly, okay, move on to JD Winner, JD 10X in strategy. This is something that we do every week just to make sure that if you are new, okay, if you are new or if you're already in the scene strategy, but you have not heard about some of this unique proposition, what is the difference between JD Winner, JD 10X, and also the recommendation, okay, to maneuver the volatile market, okay? So this is going to be quite crucial. Now, the first thing is that let's just quickly look into the difference between JD Winner and JD 10X. Now, first of all, okay, make sure that both of these, okay, the professional edition must be on. So you need to make sure you on it before you start to change strategy, okay? Now, some of you may say, oh my goodness, I forgot to on this. Don't worry about it, all right? Just go and make sure you on it. You just have to answer a few test questions there, which is a very, very test question because they give you the answer, right? So just make sure you activate it, and you don't have to really worry, oh, I don't have a professional coins and so on, okay? Don't really have to worry about it because it doesn't really matter much actually, okay? Because we are basically selecting coins that can actually give you an optimum profitability. So it doesn't matter whether it's general or it's professional, but it's always good to make sure that the professional edition is on. Now, the other thing is that for JD Winner, the sync opening double is off, but for JD 10X, the sync opening double is on. Okay, so please take note of that. So what do I mean by sync double is opening double is on? Now, for example, right, if your first order is $10, when the bot execute your first order, okay, your first order, it will be double, which is 20. So when you on the sync double, so now your amount of the first order, okay, first order or first entry will be 20. All right. So you don't have to worry when the margin call hit. When the margin call hit, it will follow the margin call that has been specified by the sync strategy. But only the first call, okay, only the first order will be double. So now imagine, right, if your first order is double and the market is uptrending, if the market is moving up, so every time the market moves up and your opening is actually double, you're going to actually generate double the profit. Okay, so if you compare with JD Winner, it's not double, right? It's only single. So you're going to only make 1%, example, 1.2% from $10 compared to 1.2% from $20 in JD 10X. But this is a case when the market is actually uptrending, right? So sync opening double is good, okay? It's good when the market is really uptrending, but also please understand that since it is double, right? So when the market is going down, you're going to have more assets, okay? And when you have more assets and when the market is actually moved upward, definitely you will be making a little bit more greater profit compared to JD 10X. Okay, so please understand that. Now, the other thing is that the subbit mode, okay, for the subbit mode, whenever you are doing a sync strategy, okay, please understand whether you are doing a sync strategy with JD Winner or JD 10X, both of these are using a subbit mode, okay, subbit mode. Now, when it comes to subbit mode, we got two types. We have the subbit mode and subbit mode real-time settlement. So we are using subbit mode real-time settlement. So please understand that. So I will explain to you a little bit more how the warehouse mode and the subbit mode real-time settlement works very, very shortly. Now, the other thing is that please understand for JD Winner, the margin call is 13. Okay, maximum is 13. So that is maximum drawdown, which is 13. And for JD 10X, the maximum margin call is 30. Okay, so one is 13, the other one is 30. And then the margin call, okay, for JD Winner, it is 25 up to 30%. If some of you would have noticed, okay, JD Winner margin call has been actually improved. Okay, I think I've already changed some of the setting. So this is what we do. Okay, we monitor the market, and looking at the market condition, I will then actually continuously improvise the setting of the sync strategy. All right. So the whole idea is that so that every single setting that we do or improvisation can actually add a much greater profit or benefit to the sync user. So please understand that, okay? Now, for JD 10X, the margin call is 50 to 60%, all right? And also we monitor the market continuously. So that's what I do. So I continue the market continuously and making sure that we adjust the sync strategy. That's why some people ask us, right? why is it your percentage is different? Because we continuously improvise the percentage. So we don't just fix one and do it forever. Okay, we don't do that because the market is actually volatile. The market is actually very, very dynamic. All right, so please take note of that. Now, for JD winner, okay, your sync strategy per coin is 155. So that is for the maximum drawdown coverage protection in bearish market. Okay, so if the market goes down all the way to 13 calls, you can actually hold on $155. Okay, so please take note of that. And then for JD 10X, the strategy per coin is 370. That is for the maximum drawdown coverage protection up to 60% in the bearish market, or up to 30 calls in the bearish market. Now, please understand, all right? So it is your choice as the user, all right, to actually decide whether you want JD winner or JD 10X, and that goes back to your capital. Am I right? So as I always mention, or always I give an example, right, in my presentation, if you go into a retail store and you want to buy a shoe, and you have a shoe which is a branded shoe, let's say a Nike shoe selling at $100 per shoe, and you have another shoe which is not a branded shoe, but it is selling at $10. So you are going to look at your capital, right, or at your fund, and then you're going to decide, am I going to go for $10 or am I going to go for $100? Then the retail operator mentioned to you, if you go for $100 with this branded shoe, this shoe will last you for 2 years. But if you go for this shoe instead, which is $10, it will last you for 3 months. So when you buy the shoe, you have already made the decision, yes, I want to buy the cheaper one, and I don't care if it lasts me for 3 months. Can you understand what I'm trying to say, right? So as a sync user, please go through the disclaimer and understand both of the sync strategy. So when you sync strategy, you understand JD winner is 13th margin call, and once I hit the 13th margin call, I have to wait because the market will be then floating. Can you understand me? So this is important for you to understand, okay? Because or else, if you don't understand, then you'll be thinking, why am I not making profit? But remember that you made the choice, all right? Because please understand, JD winner is designed, okay? 80% is designed for the bullish market, all right? So we have 13 calls to at least cater for that 20 or 30%. But whereas JD 10X was designed both for the bullish market and for the bearish market. Okay, but even that, okay, there's no one can guarantee you the market will not go below 60%. Okay, so please understand, because we are trading in the real market. Now, the slippage tolerance are factored in for each coin. Now, we have always have these questions, right? People will be asking us, hey, the company says that you must use 15 as your minimum. Why are you still using $10 as your minimum? The answer is very simple, guys. We have already factored in the slippage tolerance. What is a slippage tolerance? Now, please understand, even if you put $15 as your first order, the bot will not buy $15 exactly. The bot will buy $15.50, $15.20. All right. So when we put $10, the bot will not buy at $10 exactly. The bot will buy at $10.60 or $11, depend on the volatility of the coin and the selling price in the exchanges. So the difference, okay, the difference, like example, $10, $10.60, $10 or $11, this difference is what we call slippage. All right, slippage, and we have already studied the slippage tolerance, and we have already factored in the slippage tolerance. So everything is factored into one coin, which is 155 for JD winner and 370 for JD 10X. So you don't have to worry about it. All right, so please understand that. Okay, so this is important. Now, the other thing that I also want you to understand is this. Now, please understand, although Royal Q mentioned that you need to use, recommended to use $15 per, okay, $15 as your first entry, okay, or per order, please understand, in Binance, it is still $10 as a minimum order size. So if Binance is still $10, there is no reason for us to increase to $15 and then increase all the capacity, all the capital of the users. Okay, there is no point to do that unless otherwise if Binance change the minimum order size to $15, then we all have to change. Okay, now just to give you an insight, okay, for Binance the minimum order size is $10. For Huobi, the minimum order size is still at $5. All right. So these are just some quick information so that you understand we have studied, we know what we are doing exactly. All right. So when people ask us this question, we always mention to them about the slippage tolerance so that we help them to understand. So that's the reason why you look into JD Winner, right? If you have 13th margin call, you do not need 155. You might probably need 130, right? But why did we put 155? Because we have factored in the slippage tolerance, all right? So please take note of this information, very, very important. Now for optimal results, okay, we always recommend higher number of coin and long-term sync are recommended. Okay, so you can see, right? Sometimes you may say that, okay, I want to try just 1 month and see how things happen. But you don't know, right? Because that 1 month can be the worst month because the market is uncertain. So you might actually need 2 or 3 months to actually study and find out that what is really happening here. So when the market is volatile, when the market is uncertain, so you can have a longer time frame to study. The other thing is that higher NOC. So we always mention higher NOC, number of coin, higher probability of profitability. All right, please listen to every word that we are saying here. We are saying probability of profitability. We never promise any profitability. All right, but the higher coin you have, definitely you got higher probability. Because why? JD Winner and JD 10X, all right, are offering 30 coins for Binance and 30 coins from Huobi. So out of the 75 coins or 76 coin in Binance, I'm only selecting 30 best coin. All right, out of 60 over coins in Huobi, I'm only selecting 30 coins. And we are swapping this coin more occasionally, okay, very occasionally, because I am actually trading live. So when I'm trading live, I'm swapping the coin occasionally, and you may see that those coins are changing at your side too, because JD Winner and JD 10X are actively trading. That is one of the biggest okay, advantage you can ever have if you are going to be part of JD Winner and JD 10X. Okay, so please take note of that. And finally, okay, we recommend that you use BNB or Huobi token as your exchange fee for optimal trading result. Now, this is where the confusion is. Okay, people who come into the same strategy, they don't understand the composition of fees. But do you know, okay, do you know that we have 3 types of fees, okay? The first fee is basically what we call a fuel fee. How much is the fuel fee? 20%. The next fee is what we call a strategy fee. How much is the strategy fee for JD Winner, JD 10X is 1%. So 20% plus 1% is 21%. 21% is deducted from where? From your asset wallet. So that's the reason why Royal Q is asking you to keep sufficient amount in your asset wallet, because every time you make the profit, 21% will be deducted from your asset wallet. All right, clear? I hope you understand that. Now, you might not understand that there is another one more fees. What is that fees? That is an exchange fees. So we have what we call a maker fee and a taker fee. And this is charged by the exchange. So Binance charge 0.1% taker fee and 0.1% maker fee. So total is 0.2%. Now 0.2% of the order amount, not the profit. Okay, please understand that. All right, so that is huge. Okay, that is huge, because Royal Q is taking 20% and 1%, 21% from your profit. But for the exchange fees, it is from the order amount, not from your profit. So whether you make profit or not, the moment you buy and sell, okay, exchanges are already taking their profit, or what we call the taker and the maker fee. All right, so please understand that. So now, if you are using, okay, for Huobi is 0.2%, taker 0.2%, maker. So total is 0.4%. All right. So you can see, okay, definitely Huobi have a higher fees compared to Binance. Now, please listen to me very well. So let's say, for example, you have $155 and you start to trade with one coin. And while you are actually trading and the bot is making profit, you can see the profit, but you cannot see the profit in Binance. So now you start to complain and say, what is this? Okay, I'm looking for profit and there is no profit. It is not that there is no profit. There was a profit, but remember, okay, Binance is deducting their fees from your USDT. All right, so that's the reason why we mentioned to the team, please don't use USDT as a fee to pay the exchange, but instead use Binance, BNB, as a fee to pay the exchange. So if the fees are paid in Binance, so your USDT is secure. So that's the reason why if your USDT is depleting, it will affect your SYN strategy. So let's say, for example, you got 13 call for 155. But because your exchanges is deducting or depleting your USDT, now at the 12th call, probably the bot already stopped your margin because the bot sees that you got not enough fund to continue. All right. So please understand that. Now, I believe, okay, the admin will probably put up the link, okay, or you can go into my YouTube channel, Wealth Makers Alliance, or you can even get it in the pin message in the Telegram group, okay, how to actually use BNB as a fees. And please remember, okay, as I mentioned to you earlier, right, we have the slippage, right? This is when you have a slippage, example, you have a $10.60. Now, when the bot close the trade, the bot will not close at $10.60. The bot may close at $10. So you got the 60 cent, which is the dust. So your dust will be accumulating in your Binance, and you can convert this dust back into BNB as your fees. Isn't that brilliant? All right. So please get those videos. Okay. I believe the admin will probably put it up there in the chat room, or you can get it in the Telegram group. Okay. There are two videos. One, how to use BNB as your fee. Second, how to convert the dust into BNB. Okay. So look into these two videos and make sure if you are not using BNB as your fee, probably you want to start doing so, okay? And you probably could see a much better result with your SYN strategy, okay? I hope I am really helping you guys, okay? This is knowledge that you need to really understand. That's the reason why I told you earlier, right? It's all about learning. We want to educate you. We want to empower you. We want to equip you. Okay, we just so, you know, so enjoyable. We want to make sure that you are really learning all this stuff. Okay, this is so important. All right. Now let me quickly explain to you how does the whole drawdown works. Okay, and also the warehouse mode and the subbit real-time mode. This is important. Now, if you look over here, right, for example, right, let me just take an example of JD Winner. Now, JD Winner, the margin call is maximum 30. That is it. Now, you might be asking me, okay, why can't you increase? Yes, if I increase, what happened to the capital? The capital is no longer 155, so you need to have a bigger capital, right? So that's the reason why we cater JD Winner for a smaller startup, for a smaller startup capital. Those who have a smaller capital, they might want to go for JD Winner. All right. Now, if you look over here, we got a warehouse mode. So please understand, call number 1, call number 2, call number 3, call number 4 is called warehouse mode. All right. And now, whatever that goes beyond the call number 4, which is 5, 6, 7, all the way to 13, or if it goes all the way, if it goes all the way to 30, these are called the subbit real-time settlement. Now, let me explain to you how it works. Okay. Now, the warehouse mode, we have call number 1, call number 2, all the way to 4. This is considered as one block. All right. This is one block. What do I mean one block? Now, let's say, for example, if the price goes down, okay, there will be a drawdown, or what we call a martingale strategy, right? This is what we call a replenishment, auto replenishment, or averaging. So if the market goes down, so what happened? It goes down to call 1, call 2, call 3, call 4. Now, if we stop at call 4 and then it goes up again, all right, what happened? It will close 4, 3, 2, 1, one shot. This is called one block. All right. So the warehouse mode is considered as one block. Now, once it goes beyond the warehouse mode, we have what we call a subbit. A subbit is what we consider as a sub block. So what do I mean? Now, let's say, for example, right, if the market goes down all the way, it goes down to 5, 6, 7, all the way to 13, and then after the price goes down below 13. So what happened now? Once it hit the maximum 13, right, you can't do anything, right? You have to wait for the price to come up. Now, when the price starts to come up and hit the 13th margin call, your 13th subbit, which is a sub block, will close. Okay, this is an independent stop block. So it doesn't mean that if 13 close, all will be closed. No, it doesn't happen in that way, because this is a sub-bin this is a sub-bin mode. This is how the sub-bin mode works. So once the 13 is closed, then it goes hit the 12. The 12 will be closed, 11. So it goes up all the way to 5. And once the 5th is closed, it goes to the 4. And once it hit the 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, all will be closed at once. All right, so that's how it works. Okay, I hope you understand. Okay, this is very, very important. So that is the reason why. Okay, that is the reason why. Please understand, if you are still at the warehouse mode 1, 2, 3, 4, you can still do manual replenishment. But once the bot already, all right, at the sub-bin mode, you cannot do manual replenishment any longer. You are at the mercy of the market. You have to wait for the bot to actually move up. Okay, the price have to go up in order to close the trade. Please understand that. Now, if you look, right, the sub-bin mode, there are two types. One is the sub-bin mode, and the other one is a sub-bin real-time settlement. So we are using real-time settlement. What does that mean? Now, the moment this sub-bin or sub-block is closed, your profit will be actually credited immediately in the real time into your Binance account, into your spot wallet. So that is what it means by real time. Now, if you are not using real time, then you need to wait 13, 12, 11, all the way until the whole cycle completes. Then only the profit will be credited into your spot wallet. So we do not want to wait. We want everything to be done in a real time. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Okay, this is just to give you an idea, okay, an insight how the warehouse and the sub-bin mode really works. Now, so if you look, all right, we have JD winner, which is the margin called 13. Trading fund is 155 per coin. And it is for, as I mentioned to you, low startup capital. Okay, and also this is actually designed for the wallet for the bullish market. Okay, so when the market already bottom, it is always nice to use JD winner because you can start to make more profit because it is a smaller margin call. But once the market goes up, it may not really wants to go down. Okay, so please understand. But if the market is bearish, this will be probably have a huge floating loss. Okay, so please understand that because the drawdown is shorter. So as I mentioned to you, right, you buy a cheaper shoe, you can only use for 3 months. So if you have a low startup, okay, a low startup sync strategy, you might only have a shorter drawdown, which is 30. And once it is go beyond 30, you are at the mercy. You have to wait for the market to rebound. Right? So this is for JD winner. Now for JD 10X, as I mentioned, it is 30 margin call. The trading fund is 170. All right. It is for high startup capital and it's a wider drawdown. Okay. That is basically about 50 to 60% drawdown. Okay. So please understand that. Now, the question is this. If I use JD winner and if the market goes down and hit the maximum, 13th margin call, what happened then? What am I supposed to do? Now, here is the recommendation, okay? So once the market go beyond the 13th margin call, let's say it goes all the way down, right? And you are seeing the floating loss, right? Please understand, floating loss is not real loss. It is an unrealized loss. Unless you go and manually sell it, then you are at the real loss. Okay, you will never do that. Okay, so you may want to wait. So this is the recommended action. Number one, you may want to wait patiently for the market to rebound. Number two, you may want to sell manually and take the loss at your own discretion if you are not willing to wait. Because I understand, okay, some people are frustrated, right? Because they say, I'm waiting already for 3 months. I'm waiting for 5 months. Nothing is happening. All right, I understand, okay? At that condition, right, you have to make the decision whether you want to wait or whether you want to take the loss and move on. All right, now, so if you want to sell manually, you can take the loss and thereafter you can resync at the bottom and try to recover back. It might take you probably few weeks or even few months for you to recover back. Now, or the number three is that you can actually sync with JD winner or JD 10X with the excess fund if you have. Okay, for example, right, you are waiting for this coin which is currently floating. You may have excess coin and you want to actually start to sink from the bottom. You may want to sink a few coins. So while you're waiting for the floating coin to actually rebound back and recover, you have these new coins that are already making profit for you. All right. So you may have some of this insight, okay, some of this recommendation that you may want to explore if you are currently in the floating loss. But please understand, okay, as a sync users, okay, as a sync customer or as a partners, we call you as a partners. So you have to make the decision between JD Winner, JD 10X, and make sure you understand the disclaimer and make sure you understand the drawdown and how this whole thing works before you make the decision. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Now, this is just to show you quickly. Okay, so this is basically our coin selection matrix. So we always call our table as a coin selection matrix. So this is where you have the trading capital. Based on your trading capital, you can determine the first order amount. Okay, so if you are using $10 and this is the number of coins or number of strategy, okay, number of pieces. Okay, so here you will have, if you're using 155, the first order will be 10 and the number of coin will be 1. All right, so make sure you adhere 100% to the coin selection matrix, okay, because we don't want to see that you don't have sufficient fund because you did not follow the coin selection matrix. Okay, so this is important, and this is for JD 10X. All right, so the amount is different, the trading capital is different because please understand we have one 13 margin call drawdown, the other one is a 30 margin call drawdown. Okay, so the capital requirement is completely different. Now, how to sync both is actually the same process. So the only difference between these two is actually number 9, where one is sync opening double is off and JD 10X, the sync opening double is on. Okay, so that's the only difference. Now, let me quickly go through the sync strategy recommendation. These are basically for the volatile market, especially if you are new, you are going to sync. I would advise you to always go back to this recommendation. And if you already sync, all right, if you already sync, you might want to actually look into this recommendation and see what you can do, especially if the market is already rebounds. Okay, this is important. Now, the first recommendation is the wallet management. Okay, now please understand, okay, all these recommendations are within your control. You do not need the sync owner to actually help you. You can be in full control, okay, of all these recommendations. So the first thing is the wallet management. Here we recommend 50-50. What do I mean? Now here, right, for example, initial sync with 50% of the trading fund. Example, if your capital is 1,550, you could actually sync 10 number of coin, right, if you are using JD Winner. But due to volatility, you may want to sync only 50%, which is only 5 number of coin initially. All right. So now, when the first 5 coin, okay, let's say, okay, in an event the market goes down, so the first 5 coins hit the max margin threshold of 30 for JD Winner, and JD 10X is 30, and declines further during the bearish market. Now users can actually sync the remaining 50%, which is 5 number of coin, right? So please understand the timing to sync is at the discretion of each user. Some may want to wait until the first 5 coin hit the maximum drawdown. Some may even do it in between. So it's up to you. Okay, we cannot advise you because we don't know the sync users sync at different timing. Okay, so please understand that. Now, so in this manner, right, while you're waiting for the first 5 initial coin to rebound, users will be generating profit with the newly synced 5 coin. All right. Now, disclaimer, okay, this does not guarantee that market won't decline further. All right. So please understand. Okay. So, but if the market declines further, you have 2 blocks. Okay, 2 blocks. One is the 5 coin, the first block, and the 5 coin, the second block, right? So definitely if market rebound, your second block will be actually starting to make profit much faster while you still have to wait for your first block. All right. Now, above technique may not be applicable for users with smaller capital or number of coins. Okay, so if you have 10 coins, probably you can do 5-5, right? Or you got 6 coins, you can do 3-3. But if you only have 1 coin, you can't do much about it. Okay, so that's the reason why we always mention, right? Higher number of coins, higher probability of profitability. Okay, so please take note of that. Now, the second recommendation is exit all the position once market reaches certain all-time high and then you may resync once again once the market actually had bottom. All right. So how do you go about this? Now, sync user may exercise to cancel sync and switch all coin to one shot at certain market all-time high. Thereafter, wait for the market to decline or bottom, and then you can resync. Now, let me just mention one disclaimer here. Okay, some people think, right? Oh, I don't have to cancel sync. I only have to put one shot and then the coin will be closed. It never happened. All right. If you want to exit your sync, all right, please make sure to cancel sync and put the coin into one shot. So because even if you put one shot, if the bot doesn't recognize the sync is canceled, the coin will not close, but new coins will open up. All right. So please understand that even if you put one shot or cycle without canceling, the bot will follow the sync strategy setting. All right. So if the sync strategy is still trading that coin, the coin will be continually trading at your side. All right. So please take note of this information. Because of some misconception or misunderstanding in some users, I have to make sure this is corrected. Now, this process could be done repeatedly. Okay, so you can actually do it repeatedly. Some of you may think, right? Oh, 43,000 is already all-time high. You may want to actually close it. It's up to you. Okay, no one is going to control you. It is actually up to you. Why? Because you have the 100% control to actually cancel your sync at any time. Am I right? So you can cancel your sync at any time. You do not need an instruction from anyone. Okay, so please understand that. Now, there are no hard rules. User may decide all-time high, all-time low based on their own knowledge and market insight. Okay, so I can't be giving you any market insight. I can give you the macro perspective and help you to understand where roughly will be the market is moving on the bullish case scenario, on the bearish case scenario. But the decision whether to cancel or not is up to you. Okay, so please understand. So now, the third recommendation is the manual profit taking. All right. So please understand, never sell at loss. Okay. If you sell at loss, you are taking the loss, okay, at your own discretion. Please understand, because we will never advise you to actually sell at loss. And please understand, the bot will never sell your position at loss. The bot only wait for the profit. All right. Now, if you actually sell at loss, please understand that Royal Q will not take the 20%. Strategy fee 1% will not be deducted. All right. So 21% will not be deducted if you sell at loss. The 21% is only deducted if it sell at profit. So please understand that, okay? Because some people have a misconception that Royal Q is still making money even though you are at loss. It doesn't work in that way. All right. So that's the reason why Royal Q is unique, because you got a floating loss. All right. In other trading, there is no floating loss. It is completely cut loss. Okay. You are at loss immediately. It doesn't happen here. That you still have the opportunity to wait for the market to rebound. All right. Now, so how do you do this? Now, user may monitor their trades and decide to manually take profit at any time. Recommended return rate above 0.6%. And call margin probably already exceed, okay, the fourth margin, let's say 5 or 13 or whatever, right? Now, trades are profitable instead of waiting for auto profit taking. Now, please understand, if you look at sync strategy, right, the profit taking probably 1.2%. So now, just imagine, right, you are already seeing blue and it is now 0.9%, 0.1%. And it's just overing that. You can actually go and do manual profit taking. How do you do that? You can see a sell button here, right? You can click the sell button, you can tap market, and you can actually close, you can confirm and close that position and take the profit. All right. You can actually manually do this. Okay. Now, I know some of you may say, oh, I do sync strategy. Why should I do this? All right. Now, this is an optional. It's a recommendation. Okay. So if you guys, some of you are really monitoring and looking, you are really looking at your device. Okay. Now, you may want to actually do that. Or else, right, it goes to 0.1. It didn't touch 1. It goes to 1%, never touch 1.2, and then it comes down. So what are ways, right? What are ways you can actually take the profit? It doesn't matter, right? So now, the idea is applicable when market momentum are slow and moving sideways. So when the market is slow, moving sideways, and you see that it's already 0.6, 0.7%, or 0.8, you can actually go and intervene and take the profit manually. All right. Now, when trades are closed manually, okay, manual sell only at profit, bot will automatically replenish or execute new coins. Okay, so it will be done automatically. So you don't have to worry, right? So users are not required to select the coins. Bot will pick the coins randomly and specified by the sync strategy. If new coins are not executed, very simple. You just go and cancel the sync and sync once again. But normally this won't happen, okay? The moment you sell, it will then actually open up a new coin automatically, all right? Now, continuous and consistent exercise of this technique could realize improved profitability, especially, okay, less intensity market momentum when the market is actually moving sideways, okay? So you can do that. Now, the whole idea is this, okay? The whole idea is to keep replenishing your fund into spot wallet for fresh trade to take place, instead allowing this fund being locked in the trade for a long period. All right. Now, can you just see over here, for example, right? We have 1 inch, right? You can see there's a position amount of $81. Now, it is already 0.6% return rate at margin call number 5. Now, can I go and take profit? Yes, I can sell and take profit. Now, when I sell, what happened? My $81 plus 0.6% profit will return back into my spot wallet. So now the bot will open a new coin, right? When the bot opens new coin, what is the amount of that coin? Only $10. So now $71 has actually returned back into your spot wallet, and that amount of money can be used to replenish the rest of the coin. Isn't that amazing? All right. So this is an important, okay, such an important insights and recommendation. Okay. So all these 3 recommendations is 100% within the control of the sync users. So you do not need the sync owner to do anything. You are in full control. The wallet management, cancel the sync strategy, all-time high, okay, and manual profit taking is something that you can do on your own at any time. Okay, so I hope you are blessed, okay, with this information. This insight is what we need to give to our team, all right, instead of just doing sync strategy and be at the mercy of the market. Now you can actually have a proper management of the wallet. Okay, now some people ask me, right, okay, if the market is all-time high and then the market never goes down, so what happened then? Now come on, guys. In a real trading, you always wait for the right timing. All right, in the real trading, like us, when we are doing trading, in waiting we make the money. So sometimes we have already taken the profit. So what do? We have to wait for the market to come down. Sometimes we have to wait for days. Sometimes we have to wait for weeks. All right, so we still have to wait. Okay, why are you rushing in? There is no point to rush in and then be at the all-time high once again. Okay, so do you want to be at floating, or is it better to preserve your capital and wait for the market to bottom and then you go in? Okay, so you can answer this question very, very easily, right? So this is important. All right, now let me just quickly wrap up the whole presentation here. All right, just helping you to understand on the upcoming batch, okay, for JD 100x Leverage Mentorship Program. This is an additional value, okay, that we are providing to JD Winner, JD 10x. And please understand, guys, this is not RQ bot, okay? This is 100% hands-on leverage trading, where I will teach you how to actually perform your own leverage trading using JD 100x strategies and rule that I've actually developed for many, many years, right? So this is going to be a bonus for JD Winner and JD 10x if you are part of the team, right? And this could probably be one of the best investment of lifetime, because you're going to be empowered with skills, okay? And these skills are so powerful because you can start to trade at the comfort of your home, all right? So we have the 4th batch, okay, officially open today, okay? Officially open today on the 22nd of March, and it will be, the enrollment will officially close on the 17th of April, all right? So any one of you who is interested to find out more, I know that many of you have already sent email for the previous batch and so on. and you may want to, you are actually getting ready for the month of April. So please do so. And I believe Andy is going to resend to you, okay, this information through the email, just to remind you that the fourth batch is actually open, all right? So now, so if you look, all right, if you look at this, some of these features, okay, please understand, there is no technical analysis. I don't believe in technical analysis when it comes to trading. I am making, okay, tons of money just by trading alone. Sometime in a year, I can actually accumulate millions of ringgit, okay, in my currency, hundreds of thousands of dollars. So we can actually do this, okay, without technical analysis. And I'm going to teach you some simple strategy, how to identify market direction and so on. No stop losses, no emotions, okay, no fear. So we trade like a machine, okay? So that's the reason why you are looking here. We are basically trading like a warrior, all right? Like a warrior. We go after the red armies or the green armies, all right? This is a game of war, and I've gamified this whole trading strategy. Now, we have a proven winning strategy, which is a JD 100x leverage. Anyone can learn how to trade, so you do not need any kind of experience. All right, you do not need to know Forex market. Even if you don't know, it's much better, okay? Because you can learn all new way of doing, of actually trading, all right? You can earn in bear and bull market at the same time, and you can actually generate consistent result, okay? By using the strategy, you can trade 24/7, anytime, anywhere. And the most important thing is that 100% the control of fund is in your hand, okay? So you can decide when to deposit, you can decide when you want to actually withdraw your fund. I think that is going to be brilliant. Now, these are basically, okay, the batch for enrollment is open officially today, 22nd of March, and it will be closed on the 17th of April, 2022. So please take note, all right? And you may want to secure your place as soon as possible. I'm going to share with you some special offer, okay, very shortly. And the mentorship will kick off, okay? Mentorship for April will start on the 21st of April. So please take note of this. So if you are not able to join, don't worry. There is always a video, a recorded video that we will actually put up in the private Telegram group, our war group, okay? So you can actually refer back to that video even if you are not able, okay, to come online during the workshop, all right? Now, these are some of the value-added offerings, okay, but not limited to. You will be able to understand basic understanding of crypto leverage trading, how to set up your trading accounts, how to fund your account, JD 100x exclusive strategy and rules, reading and interpreting candles and candle diagnosis, how to determine and analyze key market formation. This is one of the most important things in trading. How to place trade, perfect entry, how to close trade, perfect exit, and also enjoy the profit. We also have developed what we call a JD 100x ambush war strategy, where you can manipulate the market, where you can go after the enemy and kill the enemy and walk out victoriously, all right? That's why we call this as a game of war. So include hands-on live trading session. You will be added into our exclusive JD 100x war room. Okay, this is our private Telegram group. Includes ongoing support, market updates, trading result, future cars, guidance to the private Telegram channel, and periodic mentorship via Zoom. Okay, so we have revisions going on anytime. Okay, we have revision, and please understand, you will be there with me until the end of the year. So if you're coming today, you're going to be there with me until December. All right, because this whole program, you can take advantage, okay, until the end of December. And also you will have access to a variety of private resources such as video and so on. Okay, so please take note of this information. Let me just see if quickly I can just show you our Telegram. So this is our Telegram group. Okay, there is a lot of live session going on there, and this is basically, we have so far 150 members who have actually joined the batch 1, batch 2, and batch 3. Okay, so, and this is where we have the result. Well, we have some good results here. This is from Muhammad Koya. Okay, so you can see Muhammad Koya have just made about 77% profit. Congratulations there. All right, today many of our team members actually enjoying the profit. We have some of the nice trade here. Roshan has actually made about 0.01 Bitcoin. Wow, this is huge. Okay, you are talking about close to $400. All right, $400. I think he would have recovered the fees even that he paid for the for the mentorship program. Okay, so you can see, okay, this is Bitcoin, and he is also trading Ethereum, and you can see the leverage here. Okay, 47-37. Okay, so this is basically what we call a leverage trading. So we are leveraging the market, okay, at 50x, at 100x, and so on. So we have other results over here. So we have a nice result from Chris. Chris made about 0.007 Bitcoin. That is about 75% profit, and that is at 62.5, okay, leverage, right? Now I'm showing you all these, okay, real trading results, okay? This is my trading. I actually posted just now 0.008 Bitcoin, 116% profit. And also I traded Ether, which is about 30% profit. Now, can you see that? Now, this is just brilliant, okay? This is just brilliant. So those of you going to be part of this mentorship program, you will be part of this private JD 100x war room, where you will be able to actually get all the updates and also the sharing of all the results. Okay. Now, please take note. We have another Telegram group here, trading results and testimonials. So any one of you can join this group. I hope probably someone can put up the link so that you can actually join this group. And I will also put up the link later on in the Telegram group, so you can actually get into this Telegram group, where it is open to the public, okay, but it is basically it is only for view, okay? There is no communication there, right? So please take note of that. So if any one of you are interested to find out more about JD 100x, please make sure you send the detail to jdcryptoleverage@gmail.com. But here comes, okay, here comes the most important thing. Okay, so this is basically, I know that many of you have been asking me, can we have some special offer for this program and so on? All right, okay, I am really kind-hearted, okay? I just want to be able to bless you guys. So this will be the offer, okay? I hope Andy is there. I did not discuss with Andy, but I know Andy is there, and Andy also would like to really see many of you are blessed. All right, so please take note of this offer, okay? And please take advantage of it. Now, I'll be giving away 15%. All right, 15% discount for those who are going to enroll by the 5th of April 2022. All right, so that is a 15% discount. I will not let you know the price here, okay? If you want to know what is the fees, please send an email, okay, at JD Crypto Leverage, and Andy will give you the detail. I don't want to be publicly mentioning, okay, the fees, because you know we have scammers and imposters who are taking the information, and we want to protect each and every one of you, right? So 15% discount if you enroll by the 5th of April. All right. Now, if you enroll thereafter, then it will be only 10% discount if you enroll by the 17th of April. All right. So please take note of this information, because 17 will be the closing date. And once we close, our April intake will be closed, and then we will probably open up the next intake, the 5th batch, for the month of May. All right. So take advantage of this special offer that we are giving away, 15%. Make sure you enroll by the 5th of April, and 10% if you enroll by 17th of April 2022. All right. So with that, I would like to say thank you so much to each and every one of you for coming on board, and those of you who are listening to this video later on. Okay, I hope you will be truly blessed with the contents, with the insights and revelations and information we are sharing here. All right, and I would like to say thank you so much for partnering with us, in this journey of Sin strategy, and also, okay, with JD 100x leverage. With that, I would like to say thank you so much. God bless each and every one of you. All right, let me just quickly open up if there's anyone else that would have any kind of query. We don't have many people today, so I believe that many will be watching this video later on. Any one of you have any queries or any compliments or anything that you would like to input from there, that will be really awesome. Are you really blessed with this presentation and insight today? Okay, yes, awesome, great. Francis, would you like to say something?
Yes, sir. I want to welcome all the new people that are just watching today. And I've been with JD Winner for quite some time. And I enrolled in the first batch of the leverage trading. And I can assure you, it's keeping me really engaged. And I want to also thank Dr. John because he gives out everything that he has. And that's why I'm so motivated to always be on the Telegram group, any meeting he has, because there will always be something new for you. So it is a great privilege to enroll for the crypto leverage. You will really enjoy it. As a matter of fact, since the market has been down and I got enrolled, I'm so busy, trading and learning things. I'm so happy, and I thank God for you, sir. God bless you mightily. You are a gift to our generation.
You're most welcome, Francis Olga, for that beautiful compliment, and I think that is really awesome encouragement to me and the team. Truly appreciate that. And thank you for partnering with us. I think he's from batch 1, and he has been here with me in the JD100X since January. And definitely I've been actually hearing and seeing great results, some really, really motivating, inspiring results that are taking place within the JD100X. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate that. All right. I believe that many of you were truly blessed. This is what we do every week. We make sure that you get all the insights that you need. All right. And then we present to you information with substance, okay, with evidence. We don't want just to say things out, openly. We want to make sure that all the information you have is substantiated with data. Okay, that's what we call hypothesis, educated guesses. And that has to be really, really educated with data. Okay, that is really important. So I would like to say thank you so much also to the admin. Thank you, Andy. Thank you to Eberis and also Chris, for being part in this journey. Truly appreciate that for your sacrifices, for partnering with me, and also for being very generous, taking care of the team, taking care of the people from all over the world. We currently have about 11 over 1,000, okay, 11 over 1,000 members in JD Winner, and we are now currently, I think, have close to probably 1,000 members for the JD 10X. Because JD 10X is quite new, but JD 10X is delivering a much significant profit. Okay, at this moment, very, very quickly, we are moving up on the cumulative profit. We are really doing well. Okay, I would like to say really, really thank you so much. Yes. OnePlus, sorry, I don't have your name there. Can you unmute yourself? Yes, you may unmute yourself. OnePlus. Yes.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening to you.
I don't know about the other market strategies. Because I've been reading every single day for the past 5 months. But one thing I learned today is, I don't know if I might sound very silly, childish, but the videos and that is a JD strategy, sync strategy is you, Papa John. I don't know how this is the first Zoom meeting I'm attending. I really find myself, blessed. Thank you so much. I just started with you, but where you mentioned in the chat, on the Telegram about QQ circle, I got just stuck with that circle for the past 2 days. I did not find, but I'm not happy with that thing. I might unsync them, get back to JD Winner. I never knew it is you, and JD Winner belongs to you. This is the first thing which I learned today. I'm just coming back home. That is what I need to tell you.
Also,
and also about the...
who am I speaking to and where are you from?
Suma, 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 from India.
Oh, okay, awesome. Good to have you on board.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so very much. God bless you for everything. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for supporting us, and thank you for the continued partnership. So this is what we do, AMA session, so that you can actually see the real person behind the scenes strategy.
Exactly. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, I think transparency is very, very important, so that you know who are the people behind it, and also the heart that we carry for the people. And also, I think most importantly, to be able to interact and engage with the community.
Absolutely. God bless you, sir.
All right. God bless you. Truly appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming on board. All right, great. I think we have a fantastic time. It's not about the number of people who's coming on board, because normally there are hundreds of people listening to this recorded video in my YouTube channel. So if you guys can get to my YouTube channel, Wealth Makers Alliance, you will see the logo behind me there, Wealth Makers Alliance. Do make sure you subscribe to the video, and make sure you don't forget to put the bell on so that you will receive all the latest notifications and so on. Okay. So with that, I would like to say thank you so much. I truly appreciate having all of you on board, and we will catch up again same time next week. All right. And we will put up this video later on in the group so that you can actually listen to it, or you can even send this video to your friends. Okay. So that they too can actually understand what is really happening. So with that, thank you so much. God bless each and every one of you. Take care. All right, let me unmute all of you. You may say goodbye. All right, goodbye, everyone.
Thank you, JD. Good night.
All right, good night. God bless you all.